Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. You can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I'll tell them to the other people. I did get invited to have a beer with somebody. I'm not sure where she's from. Someplace out of the country, I do believe, on Instagram. So, I mean, that's probably not going to happen, but it'd be cool. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I like it. It helps this stuff to get seen by more people. So please do that. I'd appreciate it. The beer I've got for you today is Freedom of Expression by Revolution Brewing. Yes. It's strawberry and rhubarb ale, 4.5% alcohol by volume. Revolution Brewing is in Chicago, apparently. So that's kind of neat. Let's get this guy going. Now, strawberry rhubarb, it says it's got a tart finish, so that's kind of what I'm expecting, because generally rhubarb is super tart and strawberries are kind of sweet, which is why they go well together in pies. Because then you end up with something super sweet to balance out the super tart. Uh-oh. This could take a bit. Especially if I'm expecting it to actually all go into the cup. Poured the head a bit too high. This is more of a Pilsner glass than ale glass. Probably should have gone with the one that I got from. Well, I guess I've got Sam Adams ones, and I've got Sam Adams ones I've got a Sam Adams one from Red Lobster too. Okay, so I was expecting it to be a little bit more pink, but that's fine. Plenty red enough. Almost smells like strawberries. Yep. It tastes a lot like strawberries, and refreshingly tart too. The tartness does feel a lot more like rhubarb. If you like sour beers, this one's a pretty good one. Mostly it's just kind of sweet and sour, which is nice. Because, well, I do like sour beers. I think this one came in a 12-pack. And I know I gave my brother one of each of them, and I think I've got 2 of these left. So must be that there were 4 different ones. They're all different, freedom of whatever, expression, speech, press. Stuff like that. I think there's one other one that I'm missing, but I don't remember for sure. A little bit sleepy today. I mean, I worked this morning until like 7:30, and then I woke up in the middle of the Lions game to watch the end of it, which was awesome. They won. Taking a couple of short naps, but still kind of sleepy. It's real good. Does this remind me of a beer? Shoot. No? I mean, there aren't a lot of them. The Sour Monkey, maybe. Yeah, maybe that. This one's a little bit lighter than that, which is nice, because that one is like super sour and kind of heavy, if I remember correctly. But this one's good. Nice light. You could drink this just about anywhere. It's a very summer beer. Does this remind me of a story? I mean, it reminds me of my first grade teacher, because she and her husband owned a strawberry farm. I mean, like, people would come and pick strawberries, and you get paid like a quarter quart for the strawberries you pick. And I worked there a couple of summers. It was kind of fun, but also, I mean, it's hard work, and you get paid for it, but not a lot. And I always ate more than I usually picked more than I ate, but not a lot more of anything. Like I'd pick a row and I'd be like, ugh, I'm done. Bad hips, bad back, whatever. I did kind of like being the one in charge, but I'm not very good at it. I always thought that when I was first doing that, I was always thinking, man, it'd be really neat to do that. And then I did it once, and it was okay. It was not as much fun as I thought it was going to be. They've been doing it for a while. The weird thing about that, my first grade teacher's husband, he's the superintendent, was also a student in Remus where my grandfather did his student teaching. So Grandpa had Dad by the time that he was doing student teaching, and I think Dad made a joke one time that he was probably one of two people in the room that Bob had bounced on his knee, which, most people think that's really super weird, Joe, because he's figuring that the other person is Claudia, my first grade teacher, which it's kind of funny, but also weird. And that also leads back to my grandfather. He once told a story about growing rhubarb. Now, he had rhubarb, like really good rhubarb, when it was in season.
I found this on the web.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. Siri's making weird things, talking about weird stuff. Who knows? Yeah, so anyway, growing rhubarb. He had a story about how when he was younger, he said it was just him, but I almost don't believe it, that it was just him. Because he was one of the three younger boys. He was the middle of the three younger boys. And he was tasked with spreading out the rhubarb. You spread out the rhubarb and then you get more rhubarb, which is great, but there's also a lot of manure spreading and cultivating and stuff like that. You gotta dig a trench and all that. Apparently he was good at it enough then to do it later in life too, because I had Grandpa's rhubarb. It was really good. Big stalks, because eat the stalks, don't eat the leaves, because the leaves are poisonous. And the stalks, you got to be careful how much of the raw rhubarb you eat. It tastes really good, kind of like an apple, but a little bit more sour. But also it kind of tears up your insides, or at least my insides. It's probably really not good for you. But in a pie, amazing. Cut up a lot of that. A lot of it. Like shopping bags full. And it was delicious. I think I even made the pie. It's been a while though. It sounds real good, but it's not rhubarb season, so I'm probably not going to do that anytime soon. That was real good. All right, I've got a quote for you. This quote comes from Princess Grace Kelly, Princess of Monaco, star of stage and screen, mostly screen that I've seen. Anyway, she said, "Everything has to be earned through work, persistence, and honesty. So if you work and you're persistent about it and you're honest in your work, you should be able to earn anything, right?" I think that's what she's getting at. I hope so. She seemed like a lovely person. Anyway, you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I'll tell them back to people. Everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.